Welcome back. Okay, can we talk about how news is literally breaking every time I open my phone? It feels like every other hour something wild drops. And today, buckle up because this one is messy. We need to talk about Shannon Sharpe. Yes, that Shannon Sharpe, NFL icon, sharp-tongued sports commentator, and media powerhouse. Or at least, he was. Now, he's in the headlines for all the wrong reasons, and honestly, it's giving full-blown scandal energy. So here's what we know. A young woman has accused him of sexual assault, and it's being called one of the most traumatic experiences of her life. And just when I thought it couldn't get worse, boom, a $50 million lawsuit hits. Now listen, this isn't just some tabloid rumor. There are leaked phone calls where choking is mentioned, some seriously disturbing audio, and even text messages where she allegedly says she wants him to put a big black baby in me. Yeah, I gasped too. The screenshots are out there and it's not looking good. At this point, it's giving soap opera or telenovela. Lust, power, control. And beneath all of this, a career teetering on the edge of destruction, unraveling in real time. We still don't have the full picture. It's unfolding right now, and every detail that drops is heavier than the last. There's this silence in the air, right before everything breaks. And honestly, it's like soft snow freezing into solid ice, slow, chilling, and inevitable. Every rumor, every lawyer interview, rumors of brave souls who might step forward next, rumors of past misconduct. It's all adding to the storm. And y'all, I have a feeling we're nowhere near the eye of it yet. Let's not kid ourselves, race play, power play, collars, whips, carefully choreographed submission isn't just a backroom affair anymore. All of it has strutted out from the shadows of hushed boudoirs and into the light of living rooms and timelines. It's mainstream now. But make no mistake, the glitter of fantasy can cut like glass when consent is blurred or broken. Colorism, race play, debauchery, and risk play all impact sexual attraction in bold and controversial ways. Race play in the bedroom, where partners consensually act out racialized power dynamics, can be a form of intense role play that taps into taboo, control, and deep psychological triggers. Some use it to explore identity, dominance, or trauma in a controlled, consensual space. Colorism shapes attraction by favoring certain skin tones due to societal bias. Debauchery fulfills the craving for wild, uninhibited pleasure, while risk play fuels excitement through power and danger. These kinks fulfill emotional, physical, and psychological needs, but only when consent, safety, and mutual respect are prioritized. And that's the line. Consent isn't just a buzzword. It's the bedrock. When crossed, the narrative twists from tantalizing to terrifying. And lately, these whispers have turned into roars, with stories spilling out from behind gilded doors. Stories of rich and famous figures, of hush money and harm, of luxury masking a legacy of pain. The clubs, the contracts, the role play. It can all be captivating, until it isn't. Until power becomes a predator. It's being suggested across the internet that this situation could involve a role-playing scenario, or even a dominant and submissive dynamic. While BDSM often features power dynamics where roles of dominance and submission are explored, there are strict rules in these exchanges. Consent, clear communication, and safe words are paramount. Safe words act as a vital tool to immediately stop or slow down any activity if it becomes too intense or uncomfortable, ensuring both parties are respected and safe at all times. Further reports have highlighted that the young woman explicitly requested he wear protection. Yet those requests were ignored. This points to a critical violation of boundaries. When it comes to protection, it's non-negotiable. If someone asks to use protection, you must use it. And here's why. Failing to honor this request isn't just a breach of trust. It disregards the very foundation of consent and respect that makes any intimate exchange safe and healthy. Ignoring such a request carries serious legal, emotional, and physical risks for everyone involved. In a move that has left the masses divided, Shannon Sharpe has publicly released the name of his accuser. Some are calling this an attempt to shame the OnlyFans model, accusing Sharpe of trying to tarnish her reputation by exposing her identity. Critics argue that it's a calculated effort to shift the narrative and paint her as the villain in a story that should focus on the alleged assault. On the other hand, others feel that since the accusation has been made public, the person behind it should no longer exist in the shadows. They argue that by naming her, Sharpe is simply leveling the playing field, ensuring both sides are known in a case that has captivated so many. In the end, the question remains: does exposing someone's name bring justice, or does it only add fuel to an already blazing fire? The fallout is happening now. As the headlines pile up and timelines explode, the questions are getting louder, and the silence from official sources is even louder. Was Shannon Sharpe fired from ESPN? Rumors are swirling. Some say he stepped down, others whisper he was fired quietly for violating company code of conduct. ESPN hasn't confirmed, but insiders say he's on leave while they review the matter. PR spin or slow motion cancellation? You decide. Is Shannon Sharpe's $100 million deal still on the table? With the scandal unfolding, renegotiation is likely. If the ink wasn't dry, expect a major cut, or no deal at all. Fallout from the lawsuit could cost him millions, endorsements, and long-term media partnerships. The stakes just got higher. Was it worth it? This age gap situation has many rolling their eyes in disbelief. How does someone so seasoned, to put it politely, end up caught in something like this? It's downright frustrating, infuriating, and honestly a level of stupidity that's hard to ignore. How does a person with all that experience, wisdom, and supposed self-control get tangled up in such a mess? Now here's the tea. A $10 to $20 million settlement was allegedly offered and refused by the woman. That alone tells you this is far from just a grab for cash. It's about principle, pain, and maybe even heartbreak. From what I've gathered, there appears to have been an established relationship between them. Lawyers have entered the chat, and both sides are bringing the heat. There's accusations of smear campaigns, media manipulation, and whispers of other victims waiting in the wings. Payoffs. Past incidents. It's the kind of spiral we've seen before. Celebrity, control, charisma turned corrosive. But here's the chilling part. There's supposedly a 10-minute tape out there. The rumor is circulating fast, and it's unclear if or when it will be released. But the talk is impossible to ignore. A tape that could be the key to everything, possibly showing the assault itself. Whether it will drop in full or just in pieces remains a mystery. But if it surfaces, we're talking about a potential bombshell that could change everything. The world may never be the same after this. But should we even be allowed to see it? The question hangs in the air. Is this Shannon Sharpe's empire crumbling in real time? The man once celebrated for his unique eloquence, personable nature, and strength is now the center of a storm soaked in shame and secrecy. It's the kind of story where sports, sex, power, and pain all collide, live, unfiltered, and unraveling by the hour. Stay tuned, because if this saga has taught us anything, it's that no one is untouchable when secrets start to scream. Every adult has the right to play, to push limits, to say yes with eyes wide open, and to say no and be heard. And just in case you missed it, let me say it again. Every adult has the right to play, to push limits, to say yes, and to say no with the same force and be heard. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Disclaimer: this video is for informational purposes only. I encourage you to do your own research. If there are 3 sides to every story, seek your own understanding, so the world feels less like a maze and more like a map that makes sense to you. Knowledge doesn't just inform, it transforms. This is a journey, not a conclusion. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Take care.